To this commercial, just get it back to us here.
Kurt, we're on.
That was premature. No problem. I don't know how that happened. That was.
And welcome back here. And Toby McBride got out on the mat quicker than we expected. He is already out on the mat on his feet, and the shortened first periods in the consolation side of the bracket already down to 17 seconds to go in the first period. Two wrestlers on their feet. It's Fort Morgan freshman Toby McBride taking on Patton Graff, a freshman from Thompson Valley and Loveland. And there goes McBride trying to spin around and throw his opponent down, but they were just run out of real estate. A little bit more mat, and that would have been a takedown for McBride. Two young wrestlers here in their first state tournament in a do-or-die match here, and that quickly is the conclusion of the first period.
Well, this will be an upset if McBride loses. He's 34-8 against an 18-19 Thompson Valley wrestler.
See what he can do as he rides to start out the second period. He'll work from the right side, tries to side drag Graff down to the mat, does put him down on a hit. Big, hard crossface with the right arm by McBride. Trying to turn that into a corkscrew. He starts to walk around the head. Not quite far enough to get any back points, but he's got it locked up very tight. Big, hard right crossface as he starts to cinch it up, settle in and work around the head. Still not turned over. Graff still with his chest down, but Graff will now have to give up on it. Had a pretty good opportunity to crank over, and now all of a sudden Graff just jumps up and escapes for the first point of the match. Toby McBride trailing 1-0. They're on their feet, forehead to forehead. 195-pound match here in Class 4A. Here's the duck under shot by McBride. Just goes driving in. It's a bear hug battle. Who's going to end up on top? McBride ends up on the bottom. Cranked up in a headlock, and McBride's got his shoulders down near the mat. McBride fighting against a pin here, just inside the line, and Graff trying to pull him back on the mat, but Toby McBride is in trouble. Somebody was going to go on their back out of that hold. McBride was looking for the bear hug, but he lost it. And the big tight headlock put on by Patton Graff. Down to 27 seconds to go in the second period. And Graff is going to give up on the headlock, but there's the 3 back points, so that's a big 5-point move. And that'll put Toby McBride down 6-0. They'll slip out of bounds with 11 seconds on the clock here in the second period. Things change quickly.
Wow, I'm stunned.
You knew as the big boys started to get close to each other that somebody was going to end up on their back. McBride turns into face, but Graff holding on with a single leg, keeping control, trying to drive into Graff. And they're going to go down at the end of the period, no change in control. So Toby McBride down by a bunch. He's down 6-0.
Oh, he's extremely capable of a pin, so I wouldn't be surprised if he rallies to win this match.
Got to get in a good position to do it here. He'll work from the bottom to start out this period. Stands up quickly, turns in. There's an easy 1-point escape. His first point of the match. Toby McBride down 6-1. Tries to duck under for a shot, but Graff locked up so tightly with him that he can't go anywhere. They continue to dance just outside the 10-foot circle. Minute and a half left in the match. McBride's going to need a big 5-point move. He's down 6-1. Trying to get a duck under again, but Graff just not going to let him go anywhere. Thompson Valley wrestler drives McBride out of bounds.
Well, sometimes you wrestle 5 minutes and it's decided in a matter of 10 seconds.
Well, the difference in this match is the big move that was put on by Graff there at the end of the second period. So Toby McBride running out of time here. He's got 1:15 left in the match. They're on their feet. McBride trails 6-1. Down to a minute to go in the match. Forehead to forehead. McBride looking for control, wraps a whizzer around with his left arm. Gonna have to get going here, down to 50 seconds left in the match. Two wrestlers just latched onto each other's arms, nobody able to go anywhere. 40 seconds left. Toby McBride running out of time. Down to 30 seconds left in the match. McBride needs a 5-point move just to tie it. Goes for the headlock, but he slips through, and Graf is going to just slide in on top of him. Not good for Toby McBride right now. He trails 8-1, down to 15 seconds left in the match. Makes his way up to his feet. He's down 8-2. Down by 6. Goes for the big toss, and he's going to get put on his back again. So he'll give up the 2 points, and he flops through. He's not going to give up any back points. But Toby McBride's season is going to come to a close. A tough state tournament for the Fort Morgan freshman. Came into the tournament 34-8 and goes 0-2 here at Pepsi Center.
Well, 34-7 coming in now, 34-9 after the 2 losses. But still, that's a tremendous freshman season for the 195-pound